I can't forgive my husband for what he did after our son died. 16 years ago, my husband and I had a child with severe special needs. I was his primary caregiver and gave him every ounce of strength I had. But my husband, his father, flat out refused to help. He didn't even make excuses. He simply stated he wouldn't be taking care of a vegetable, and if it was his will, he'd go to the hospital and have the little effort put down today. Our son would call out, "Daddy, Daddy, come play," when he was young, and he'd get so sad when my husband ignored him. The little boy was a fighter, however, and even though his father looked at him as a useless, life-ruining R-word, my husband's words, my son never lost the excitement or the will to live. He was a happy child who loved life and loved sports, and he once even got to meet the star player of our local football team. He was so happy that day. I still have the picture of the two of them together framed. He was such a talented comedian too, and his jokes made my and his grandparents cry of laughter on more than one occasion. But as much joy as he also brought a lot of pain and struggle. For the entirety of his life, I carried him. I did his medication, and I ran on 5 hours sleep for years because I stayed up with him at night to tube feed him. My husband never helped. I had a bad back, but despite it, I took up powerlifting to be strong enough to transfer him to and from his wheelchair, because my husband would not do that for me. I injured my back badly while training one time and was hospitalized. I knew my son would die if I wasn't with him though, so I checked myself out against doctor's advice. I spent the next few months literally crawling around the floor to meet my son's needs. During this time, I asked my husband to do one job: transfer my son to and from his wheelchair. He did it once, then said he's never touching that disgusting thing again. The most he ever did was change a diaper every now and then, and he wanted a prize for doing so. I couldn't divorce him either because I couldn't work while caring for our son. His needs got greater as he got older, as by the time he passed, he was on 6 seizure meds and was hooked on machines daily. When he passed, we knew it was coming. I was in the hospital with him, and as I kissed his forehead, he passed in my arms, peacefully, and not in pain. It was the worst moment of my life. The day he died, my husband started going on about how he wanted to spend my son's life insurance money on an expensive motorcycle. He decided that because the policy was through his work and under his name, that the money belonged to him. I wanted to put the money towards our house and object, but he went behind my back. He spent the money, all of it. He announced it by revealing the motorcycle at a family gathering and told everyone in the family I was on board with his decision. He then acted shocked when I screamed and yelled at him. He never helped take care of our son and then blew all the life insurance money. To make matters worse, he tricked one of our family friends into paying for our son's cremation. I can't forgive this man, and I am also financially trapped as I have no work history for the last 21 years. I hate this.